Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Wolf here, and today I got a special movie class loadout for you. Today's movie class loadout is actually inspired from one of the most iconic characters in first-person shooter games, Master Chief. And this custom Black Ops 2 class is actually based on the film Forward Unto Dawn, and I also used some clips from the video game Halo 4. And even though in the film Forward Unto Dawn does not have Master Chief as the main character, I really wanted to make this custom class because of my appreciation for the Halo franchise ever since, I played Halo Combat Evolved on my original Xbox. True story, I actually still have my original Xbox and it's working with my original Halo Combat Evolved, man. Pretty cool. With these movie class loadouts, I like to discuss the character I base my customizable class on, give you guys some information about the character, and also the universe it takes place in, so new viewers won't totally be lost when I'm talking about this character, Master Chief. Alright guys, now without further ado, let's discuss the legendary super soldier Master Chief, aka Spartan John 117. Alright, Spartan John 117, known as just John by his AI companion Cortana, Master Chief is actually a human who was genetically altered and experimented on as a child to become the perfect super soldier in the Spartan 2 program. He was actually kidnapped, which is actually really messed up. He was one of many kids who were kidnapped to be experimented on. And because these experiments carried so much risk, John is actually one of only 32 Spartans who actually survived the procedures. To be honest though, I actually would probably sign up for the Spartan 2 program so I could become a super soldier as well. That would be really awesome. But anyways guys, Master Chief is actually the face of the Halo series, which is pretty ironic since you really never see his face revealed, but only teased in the games. And there have been descriptions about Master Chief's appearance in the Halo novels, stating that he has short hair, strong features, and actually pale skin due to spending so much time in his armor. So, he actually looks pretty pasty or milky. Which, when thinking about it, is actually kind of funny. But Master Chief is actually well known by his iconic green colored combat armor and helmet. His Mjolnir armor is actually named after the Thunder God Thor's hammer, which that's pretty cool. They got some inspiration from other places as well. And with the Mjolnir armor equipped, Master Chief is actually 7 foot tall and weighs 1,000 pounds. Holy fucking shit. That is ridiculous. Can you imagine how much that armor must weigh? Because without the armor, he's only 6'7", and he still weighs 287 pounds. So, that armor weighs about 700 pounds. That is ridiculous. So, to paint a mental picture, that's like having a giant-ass sumo wrestler on your back and wearing him, and being able to, like, jump and move around quickly with that type of weight on your shoulders and on your back. So, that gives you pretty much an idea of how strong and powerful Master Chief is. So, man, I would not want to cross him. And, getting back to, the topic at hand, the Halo universe, which is what we're talking about. For those who are actually new, to the Halo franchise, the Halo universe actually takes place 500 years in the future, where space travel and, technology and colonizing different planets is actually a reality, as well as encounters with aliens, which we're going to talk about right now. And since his birth or becoming a Spartan, Master Chief has actually become a real monumental force that opposes the Covenant. And for those who are new, the Covenant are actually a group of alien zealots or religious fanatics who come to destroy the universe because of their alien prophets. They're really crazy. And in the film Forward Unto Dawn, it recounts the experiences of the military cadets in the 26th century as, they are attacked by the first wave of Covenant forces ever seen in human history. So, the film pretty much depicts all the cadets and all the humans getting annihilated by the Covenant because we've never seen these type of aliens before. And, with their advanced technology and superior fighting force, they pretty much quickly dispatch all these humans in the film. Until Master Chief, of course. Now that I've given you guys some details about the Halo universe and the badass that Master Chief is, let's talk a little bit about why I use certain things here in my movie class loadout. We're going to talk about the perks that I use here. And the very first perk that I actually use here is the Flak Jacket perk, which protects me against explosives. And this is all to imitate the protection of Master Chief's Mjolnir armor. And I use Flak Jacket with trophy system equipment to further increase my defensive capabilities. And this was really useful because I love domination. This will give me that edge to capture flags with relative ease. And in this customizable class, I also use Agreed to Wildcard to use and equip Toughness and Scavenger, which gives me less flinch when getting shot, and resupplies my ammo. Those are what they do. And the reason I use Toughness and Scavenger is to make the lethality of the Spartan Master Chief pretty much come to life, as well as win gunfights and resupply ammo, because you never want to run out of ammo here in Black Ops 2. And lastly, in Tier 3, I actually use Dexterity, which is really rare for me because I rarely use it. But this is all because Master Chief is really able to move very quickly, even with, that extra 700 pounds of weight on his back. And also because, he has very fast reflexes because of his Super Soldier enhancements. And that's why I use those particular perks in this class setup. Now it's time to talk a little bit about our tools of destruction, our primary weapon, and our lethal equipment. And as you guys can see, the primary weapon I chose to use in this customizable class is, of course, the M8A1 assault rifle here on Black Ops 2 with Ghost X camo. And the reason why I chose to use this weapon is because I thought that it resembled the Halo UNSC assault rifle more than any other weapon, in appearance on Black Ops 2. And of course, the two attachments I'm using are the extended mags, because in the Halo video games, the UNSC assault rifle has 60 rounds per mag, and extended mag gives me, of course, more bullets to kill people. And the other attachment that I chose to use was, of course, the stock attachment, because stock is actually my favorite attachment for assault rifles. It also gives me better movement speed and would resemble, the Spartan-like agility that the Master Chief has. And the lethal equipment that I actually decided to choose was the frag grenade. Of course, you have so many other options with Master Chief using alien technology and also human weapons, but I chose to use the human weapons, and I decided to use the frag, of course, because there's this one scene in the film where Master Chief takes down this big giant alien known as the Hunter with a frag grenade, which is really epic. Now onto my favorite part of these customizable classes, and that is talking about the kill streaks. I love my kill streaks. And with this Master Chief custom class, you pretty much have a lot of freedom or options to choose what kind of score streaks you want to use in the game. But I'm going to talk about why I chose these three particular kill streaks that you see here in the gameplay. And the very first score streak that I actually see me use is the Orbital VSAT. And the reason I use the Orbital VSAT is not only because it's probably one of the best kill streaks or score streaks to use here on Black Ops 2, but it's because I wanted to represent Cortana, whom I briefly mentioned in the beginning of the commentary. And Cortana is actually Master Chief's artificial intelligence construct. And although she is not really a physical person, she is actually one of the central characters in the Halo universe. And Cortana is Master Chief's partner in missions, and she really helps him a lot. She assists Master Chief by storing vital information. She's able to control spaceships, and when Master Chief's in a lot of trouble, she helps him out in a whole bunch of varieties. And dare I say, man, her holographic form, her hologram, that ass, right? You know what I'm talking about. But anyways, guys, next for the lethal kill streaks, we're going to talk about the VTOL warship. And the VTOL warship I use because it closely resembles the Pelican dropships that you can see in the Halo video games and also in the end of the film. And the Pelican dropships are pretty much used to transport Spartans and other UNSC soldiers to combat. And oh my god, the VTOL warship in this gameplay went total ham taro. Pretty much destroyed all the enemies that I flew over. And lastly, we're talking about the attack dogs. And I know attack dogs aren't exactly in the Halo universe, but I really wanted a kill streak that resembled the Covenant aliens, so I pretty much chose the K9 unit because I thought they were the best choice to resemble the alien elites who use plasma swords and cloaking technology to get up close and slice their enemies. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this movie class loadout inspired by the Master Chief and his appearance in the film Forward Unto Dawn. If you are actually a new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. And it took me a lot of time to actually edit, so I appreciate any comments. And let me know what was your first Halo game in the comment section that you ever played. And if you would do Cortana, I know I would. But anyways guys, peace out, and as always, thank you very much for watching. This is Wolf. Have a nice day.